Greetings friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here, and I want everybody to know that I get my strings, my southbound strings, made in America, bound for glory, at cbgitty.com. But what I wanted to show you was, I actually cut out this little piece here, and I'm going to embed it into this cigar box so that when you peek through the sound hole, you'll be able to see the choo-choo train. Doot doot. Speaking of sound holes, you remember these Fibonacci calipers we made a while back? The golden ratio? Well, I pull these out whenever I want to be strategic about locating where I'm going to put the sound holes. Now, one of the things I like to point out here is that when choosing a box, a lot of times I prefer when the box already has the golden ratio. Okay, and so this box here already has the golden ratio. It doesn't have to be exact, but it's more or less. So now, this is what I do here, is I divide up the quadrants so that the sound hole is going to go up here in this upper quadrant, and I'll draw lines, and then I'll also draw lines here, and it'll be inside of this quadrant and inside of this quadrant for this sound hole, and then inside of this quadrant and inside of this quadrant for this sound hole. And I will center it all up using the cbgitty.com centering tool. And here's something that's very interesting. So I found the center, or I found this quadrant, and I found the center of it. You can't really tell here, but I did strike a line. And then I put the centering tool now. Notice where this edge is in relationship to the Fibonacci sequence. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. So now I'm just going to center it on this side using those markers, and I'll be perfectly centered according to the golden ratio. As you can see, the sound hole is centered in that quadrant, and centered in that quadrant. And this sound hole is centered in that quadrant, and centered in that quadrant. Fibonacci, Fibonacci, Fibonacci. Another little trick I do before I glue this on the inside is that I paint the inside black. And that is so that when you're looking in the sound hole, all you see is black, except for choo-choo train. Now it's still kind of wet, so I don't want to glue it yet. But this way, when you're looking in there, you'll be able to see the choo-choo. Choo-choo! Well, I hear that train a-comin', it's coming down the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, 'cause I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Hey, so you know how a lot of times these little things come inserted inside the cigar box are just like these little veneers? And so I keep them, because you never know. What I like to do is like to cut out a little square and then shape it and size it, and then apply it as a veneer to the scarf jointed headstock with the wings. Now what this does is it hides or disguises that scarf joint so that you really can't see it. And I think it just makes it look nice and classy. So I got the glue on there. Of course, it's all clamped around the edges. I'm definitely going to let this dry for 24 hours and then peel the edges and then sand it down to shape. And then move right along. I'm going to leave you with a little outro using the just intonated Cuban 3-string cigar box guitar and the Vox Mini. See if you can name this tune. All right, I'll see you in the next video.